So attract and compel more than I chase and convince. How many of you feel like in real estate, there's a lot of times you're chasing people? And you're trying, or in the loan industry, or if you're here as a title rep or any one of the real estate related professionals, how many times do you feel like you're chasing your people down and you're trying to convince them to do business with you?
Those that don't know me.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that because it works. But for me, when I was going through Ignite, which is an amazing course when I was first learning about how I wanted to approach my real estate business, they said you need to pick what you're most comfortable doing. You need to pick what feels right to you, whether it's open houses, cold calling, door knocking, whatever it is. For me, I really like social media. And I also like working with people who want to work with me. So the only way that I was going to be comfortable in this business was I had to attract those people to me. I had to compel them to work with me. And the way you do that, we're going to talk about that, is being consistent and showing up every day. Now, do I post on my Instagram every day? No, I don't. But try to. At least 5 days a week. At least 3 days a week if you can. But try to show up consistently because it's gonna help people build a factor of trust with you, a level of trust with you that will help them compel to do business with you. Because they're going to see that you're active in the business consistently when you do some of the steps that we're going to talk about here. And that leads right into the philosophy that I came across when I delved into a book. It was probably more the Cliff Notes, because I don't really read books all the way. I kind of take the points out of them that I like and I absorb them. But Dean Jackson came out with a book. It's the Cheese and Whiskers philosophy. And he says that your marketing, you, and every single one of you are marketing companies, by the way, that just so happen to be in real estate or a real estate related field. You is either cheese or whiskers. The stuff that you're putting out is either cheese or whiskers. Your customer is a mouse. And he is either attracted to you in your marketing, if it's cheese oriented, because mouses like cheese, mice like cheese, or he runs away from you at full speed if he senses you have whiskers. As you are a cat looking for a tasty meal, him, the customer, so no one wants to be a tasty meal. They want you to be cheese. They want your marketing to be cheese and they want to be attracted to you. And that's one of the philosophies that I decided I was going to run with when I first started my real estate business. I don't want to work with people that don't want to work with me. And I made that stand. And it's worked. It takes a while. This is a long-term approach. So if what you're doing is chasing and convincing, and that's what you're doing to pay your bills and get your income, keep doing that, by all means. But start implementing some of these practices, and it won't be long before you start getting people calling you, and you have to ask the question, where did you get my number? And they're probably going to say Instagram, or Snapchat, or somewhere on Google. So first, how many of you guys have the Instagram app on your phone right now? How many of you have a profile already and have logged in? Is anyone not logged into their Instagram right now? Or does not have an account created? Okay. It might be helpful if you guys do that in your app store. Just go ahead and download it. You got some more. So if anyone doesn't have one of those printouts, go ahead and grab one and you'll just follow along. If you want, you can use that to make notes on each slide whenever a thought comes to you.
And if you want to get on the internet, the information is up here. Yeah.
Okay, so just so you know, this is what it looks like typically when you open up your app. You're going to log in with your username and password, and this is a 101 course, so that's why I'm going through these basic steps real quick. You'll create a password. If you don't have an account, you can log in with your Facebook, or you can log in a traditional method, create an account with your email address and set up your profile. Once you get to your profile, it's probably going to look something like this, okay? You're going to have a username or what's called an Instagram handle. It's what your @ username is when people want to tag you on your Instagram. So mine is @TheVegasRealEstateAgent. Thank you, Debbie Zoyce, for tagging me in a post. I appreciate that. That just popped up. But I chose a name that had to do with my business. I'm in Vegas and I'm a real estate agent. You can create multiple Instagram accounts, and I have multiple Instagram accounts. Let's say you're farming a certain area. Maybe it's the Queens Ridge community or Piccoli Ranch. If you want, you can set up Piccoli Ranch Homes for Sale and make that your username. There's so many different ways you can go with this. But for me, the Vegas Real Estate Agent is the name that I wanted to brand myself as, and then I decided I would pick and choose little niches, little neighborhoods, little farms that I wanted to go after from there and create accounts for that. There's also a separate name here that you can label yourself as, and that's typically where you put your actual name. Danny Phee, and then I also put Vegas Realtor, hoping that it would help people identify who I was and what I was all about when they came to my Instagram profile. The second thing that is extremely important and missed by most people is the description. It's very important that you have a description of what you do and what your business revolves around, but what's even more important is that somewhere in that description, and it can only be 150 characters, that you add what you're offering. Okay? People want to know what you're offering, and it makes them take action. It'll make them go to the next step. So mine says, helping people understand how to sell homes in Las Vegas, find out how much your home is worth. So that first part, helping people understand how to sell homes in Vegas, that's what I do. It's one of the things that I do. I also help people buy homes and rent homes. But I'm really focused on helping people sell their home this year. So that's, with only 150 characters, what I chose to put in there. The second part was my offer. Find out how much your home is worth. And then a call to action. Click the link below. You have an opportunity, guys, to put a web address into your Instagram profile. And if you haven't done that, you're missing the boat. You better make sure that when they do click that, though, that it actually brings them to a place that does what you say it will do, which is find out how much your home is worth. So I'm going to just give you an example. That's my little girl and my little boy, Aria, sorry. So when you open up my profile and you click that link, it says, click the link below to find out how much your home is worth, or something like that, right? So I use bit.ly. It's a Vanity URL software, and it allows you to, use a back-end name for whatever it is you want to do, but drives them to a link that's relevant to that. So I chose bit.ly Vegas Home Values. So it's another indicator of what they're going to, so they can kind of trust the fact that when they click that, they're actually going to be brought to a site that they're going to be able to find out how much their home is worth at. So when they click that, hopefully this works. Yes. Instagram has a built-in browser that will bring them to the site. This is an e-edge website, guys. You guys all have this if you're with Keller Williams. If you're not and you're still an agent, you probably have a site or a page like this somewhere on your site. What is my home worth? Now I have actually done what I said I was going to do. I brought them to a page that's going to tell them how much their home is worth. And the way that you guys do this, if you want to do this, is you just click that sell button on your e-edge site and copy and paste that link, and that's the link that I used. I put it into bit.ly, renamed it Vegas Home Values, and I put it on my Instagram. And then if they so choose, they can fill out their address, fill out their information, and I'll get notified that someone needs a CMA created, and we'll get that taken care of. The next step is to follow through and put them on a drip campaign that has to do with selling houses, and probably hit them once a week for the next 6 weeks at least on various stages of what it takes to start the home selling process. But it all starts by driving traffic here to Instagram. Through Instagram. And this is just one of the social media networks that you're able to do that on. And you might be thinking, well, I don't have 5,000 followers. Well, guess what? At one point I only had 0. So you can do that too. And there's a lot of people out there that are kicking my butt and make me jealous. And I'm like, man, how do I get 30,000 followers? Like this guy right here. Someone that I recently became acquainted with in Indiana. And I don't know if you guys know this, but there is a messaging part to Instagram. So if you're on that home, you hit that little home in the bottom left.
Hey, that's you.
Yeah, it's me. And then in the top right, there's a little mail arrow thing. That's your messenger. That's your inbox for Instagram. So you can send messages to people through that. And in fact, you can create groups. Up on the top, you can see there's a group up there, Agent Networking. There's another group that I created called Agent Networking, but I just put a bunch of different agents in there that we're already connected with. So this guy, Real Estate Kirby, is in West Lafayette, Indiana. 2 weeks ago, he only had 28,000 followers. Now he has 30,000. And I'm like, what is this guy doing? If you look at his page, he's got vibrant, beautiful photos of what he's doing, selling houses. He doesn't have pictures of his kids. He doesn't have pictures of what he's eating. He doesn't have pictures of things that are not relevant to his page. And he's giving his target follower what they want. Pictures of beautiful homes. And chances are, because of that, he's attracting people that want to buy and sell beautiful homes. I didn't make this stuff up. I copy what other people are doing when they're good at it, and then I try to do it. And I recommend you guys do the same. He posted this 3 hours ago, and it already has 17 comments and 386 likes. He started this page in 2016. I started mine in 2014. I'm asking myself, what am I doing wrong? Right?
Did he tell you how he got your followers?
Yeah, but he gets requests like that all the time, so he kind of brushed me off. I'll get them eventually. I want to do a podcast with him, so I have that set in my sights. So I try to mimic the same thing. Now, I do have pictures of myself, my face, and I actually did put a picture with my family there. I'm probably going to take that one off. But a lot of the stuff that I have on my page is relevant to what I'm doing every single day in my business. If I go under contract, I'm probably going to make a post about how I went under contract in the house that I went under contract on. You know, if I'm with a group of people in the office, I'm going to post about what I'm doing in real estate. If I get an award, I'm going to post about what I'm doing in real estate. If I'm showing people houses near Paseos Park, I'm going to find something that's relevant to Paseos Park and post about how I was showing houses doing that. And what happens over time when if I sell a house for a record price in a neighborhood, I'm going to post about that. My point is, whatever it is that I'm doing in real estate on that day, I'm trying to capture that in the form of an image and post about it in the caption section, what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and how it could be of value to the person that's seeing it, my target follower. This talks about editing your Instagram profile, guys. And the reason I put this in, because you might be asking, well, how do I update all this information? You just click this edit profile button right here. And when I do it on my screen, you'll see when I click it, you can change your profile picture from there, directly from your phone if you have it in your camera roll. You can change the name, where I had it as Danny Phee Realtor. You can even change your handle if you want to change it. And you already have an Instagram account. You don't have to delete it and make a new one. You can change this stuff. This is where you insert the web address, and this is where you write your bio. There's two types of Instagram accounts. You have a personal Instagram account and you have a business Instagram account. Down here is where you change it to a business account if you want to, and that's in the edit profile section. Since this is just a one-on-one course, I'm not going to go too much into that, but you can also put your contact information, your email address, your phone number, your gender. You don't have to put it. These are all optional things. But it's very important to have it there, because when a person clicks that contact button, they're automatically going to get a way to call you directly on your phone or email you by clicking one of those numbers. By clicking one of those options. And because we have our office right here as well, if they need directions, they can do that. Yes?
When you do get an email or a call, does does it at least let you know that it was routed from Instagram?
No. There's probably a way to do it. I'm not that advanced, but when you click it, it opens up the mail app in their phone, and it's just sent as an email through the app. All right? And I'll answer more questions at the end. So that's how you edit your Instagram profile. And we have that on the slides there too, so you can reference that if I'm going a little bit too fast. All right, so the items covered in this class, we got about 40 minutes, so I want to get through this. What is Instagram? Why should I use Instagram to promote my business? How to use Instagram to generate leads for your business, and how to track your Instagram profile analytics. So what is Instagram? Instagram is an online mobile sharing site that allows its users to share pictures and videos either publicly or privately through and you can also share them through Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and Flickr, which is what I showed you guys in the beginning. I didn't click those buttons, but those options are there. So you guys ever heard the saying, a picture is worth 1,000 words? Well, guess what? You don't have to type out 1,000 words, you just post a picture. And the more beautiful and visually appealing it is, the more people will be attracted to it and want to either like and comment on it. You still get a chance to write some words too, so I recommend you guys always do that. Just some quick Instagram statistics. The total number of monthly active users on Instagram is 600 million. That's the reason that I'm holding this course. This can't be ignored. It's a powerful platform, and it's free to use, and anyone can tap into it and connect with people, build relationships, create engagement, which is what we all need to do in this business. Total number of daily active users is 300 million. So on a monthly scale, there's 600 million people that use this platform. But every single day, there's 300 million. Still a large number, and it shows you guys that if you post something right now, there's going to be a lot of daily active users that have a high likelihood or probability of seeing whatever it is that you're putting out there and whatever it is that you're posting. There's 40 billion photos shared to date. Instagram was sold for $1 billion, I believe, back in 2011. Does anyone in this room know who bought them? Facebook. Facebook was the #1 social media platform at the time, and they still are. Do you have any idea why they would spend $1 billion, which is 25% of the capital that they had on hand at that time?
To stay number one.
To stay #1, absolutely.
Buy out your competition.
That's a huge risk to take. Imagine 25% of all the capital that you have on hand. You're willing to take a bet on this profile. On this platform. It says a lot about Instagram. Number of likes per day, 4.2 billion, and number of photos uploaded per day, 95 million. Up from 70 million last year. So that shows you that this platform is growing. More and more people are hopping on it. And people love pictures. It's one of the reasons why. It's better than just reading blank text, you know. So why should I use Instagram for my business? You can see here that in January 2013 there was 90 million users, and now there's 600. So anytime you see a graph like this, usually it means you probably want to hop on. Right? And these statistics are from Statista. I didn't come up with this, okay? With Instagram 300 plus million users per day, it's become a solid platform to invest your time and energy for your brand exposure and sphere growth. A lot of people that I know from Instagram that I didn't know 2 years ago. And the only way we would have met is through Instagram. This is a relationship business. This is a way to create relationships. And by the way, let me tell you guys, you can put all the work in the world into this and start generating leads, but still at the end of the day, it's a face-to-face business. So you're going to have to convert with the skills that you've learned and that you know on how to convert face-to-face. So if you don't know how to do that and you really hate people and you don't like to be around them, you know, all of this might be for naught. You know, you still have to rely on yourself to close these deals once you get them in the door. And that goes for any lead generation process. Okay? So you guys know that. So it's all about the relationships. Same thing with social media. It's all about the relationships. This is just a way to connect you with people that you might not have ever met because they're not physically here in Las Vegas. A lot of the people that I met are somewhere else in the world. So, how to generate leads with Instagram? First, you need to define your target follower. Who are you going after? Are you going after buyers? Are you going after sellers? Do you want to do 10,000 leases this year? Are you going after real estate agents? That's actually primarily who I am trying to connect with on Instagram. Why? Because I read somewhere that referral business is like a pretty large percentage of a lot of the top teams. So my thought process was, let me connect with real estate agents all over the country and all over the world using Instagram. And in the midst of doing that, I'll probably come across some buyers and sellers. But as you guys know in Keller Williams, you get incentivized for growing your profit share tree. And one of the best ways to do that is to build relationships with real estate agents. And because Keller Williams is an international company, you can build relationships with people in different parts of the world and have an opportunity to recruit them into your profit share tree. By the way, the profit share committee is tomorrow at 1 p.m. If anyone wants to join the committee, we'll be hosting it. Just have to plug that real quick. We'll talk about how you can do that. So define your target follower. Who is it that you want to attract to your Instagram page? Post visually appealing images. That's very important to attracting people. Once they're attracted, that's what's going to help you get more likes and actually get more followers. If the stuff that you're posting is not visually appealing, your probability of getting followers and likes is a lot less. Ensure that your feed is relevant to your target follower, and we talked about that. Don't post pictures of your meal for the night. I mean, unless it's like a butler at a mansion that you just sold the house to those people to, and that's it. If somehow it's relevant to real estate, go for it. I think you'll be okay. Write captions that provide value to people. So if you're going on a home inspection with your buyers, and you say, hey, Mr. Home Inspector, would you like to snap a picture with me? I'm going to post it on Instagram, and you're going to have 5,000 people that are going to probably see it. Or if not that, 10% of that, maybe 500. And I'll put your Instagram handle in it if they have an Instagram. It'll help them, it'll help you, and you can write in the caption, I'm here on this home inspection, helping my buyers stay protected, looking for any major causes for concern. Whatever it is about the home inspection and why it's important for your buyers to do it, you might want to post a little bit about that. That way, if you do have someone who might be a potential buyer looking at that post, and they didn't know why a home inspection was important, they can read that instead of just relying on the photo. So that's what I mean by writing captions that provide value. Use the max amount of hashtags. We're going to talk a little bit about hashtags later and why that's important. But then also start building your audience, and we're going to go into how you can do that. So the first point you'll see there was define your target follower. So right here we're going to talk about how you can do that. Define your target follower. Who is your idea? And these are things that I'm just saying out loud, but you might want to start asking yourself this question, because once you have it in your mind, you'll start to take action on, putting those things in place on your profile. That's going to be relevant to your target follower. So who is your ideal follower? Are they buyers? Are they sellers? Are they real estate agents? Why is that your ideal follower? If you're attracting those people, do you think that you'll increase your sales for listings? You'll take more listings if you're gearing your Instagram page towards home sellers? Chances are yes, the probability of that would go up. So you have to know why that's your ideal follower. It's because my business is geared towards sellers this year. I want to start posting things that are relevant to a person who is thinking about selling their home. It's good for you to know that. Where is your ideal follower? Well, for me, if you're going after sellers, chances are they're somewhere in Las Vegas, but that might not be the case. There's ways on Instagram for you to target people who own properties in Las Vegas, but might not necessarily live here. What does your ideal follower need from you? A lot of people that are thinking about buying and selling a home don't know where to start. Post things on your Instagram page that'll give them the information they need to move forward. You know, buying process. You could start on your next deal, posting about the first step in the buying process, getting pre-approved for a loan. Hey, I'm over here with John Roanoke today, helping a client get pre-approved. The next step, you know, buyer consultation. Hey, we're setting up a home search today. Take a picture of that. Post a caption about why that's important. Next step, going out on home showings. Take a picture of the most beautiful part of the most beautiful home and write about that. And then go through the process. That way you have on your Instagram profile different photos people can go through to get value and have their questions answered. The more refined, the better. And that is like one of the keys. Niche marketing, we all know, is very important. So I'm looking for home sellers in Las Vegas who are recently married, who are interested in moving in the Queens Ridge community and would like a 3,000 square foot home. That's what I mean by getting refined. The more refined, the better for your target audience. You guys don't have to do that, but if you do that, the chances are you're going to start attracting those people to your business. So, post visually appealing pictures, we talked about that. When you start to interact with your target followers, they will naturally be drawn to your Instagram profile and want to check it out. If they like what they see, what do you think the next step's going to be?
Contact.
They're going to start liking your photos, and some of them will start following you. And the reason why they're following you is because they like what they see. So you need to continue to give them what they like. If it's about homes in Rhodes Ranch, and that's all that Instagram if the Instagram profile is homes for sale in Rhodes Ranch, you only want to post pictures of homes for sale in Rhodes Ranch. And try not to go outside of that, because the people who follow you are following you because that's what they expect to see whenever you post. And the minute that you post something that's irrelevant to that, they're going to unfollow you. So that talks about ensure that your feed is relevant to your target followers. Stay consistent with the type of content you're posting. Don't post things that are totally off topic and have nothing to do with the theme of your Instagram profile. Write captions that provide value. And we talked about this, so I kind of went into some of this stuff earlier, but pictures are worth 1,000 words. Make that caption count by providing value. Okay, hashtags. Does everyone here know what a hashtag is? Anyone not know what a hashtag is by a raise of hands? Okay. Okay.
I need to understand why they're so important.
Okay. When a person clicks on a hashtag, they'll automatically be shown all of the other public posts that include the same hashtag. So it's like a keyword. Let's say someone wants to know homes for sale in Las Vegas. They might search hashtag homes for sale in Las Vegas or hashtag Las Vegas homes for sale. And they're going to see a populated list of pictures that have that hashtag. And chances are they're going to see a bunch of relevant information because people will use that hashtag when they're posting about Las Vegas homes for sale. So why it's relevant is that when a person is searching for something, that's what they'll use to find it. They'll use the hashtag to find it. Okay? And I'll give you a quick example of it. I'm going to like that one. And you'll see when I open that up, it shows you the people that have liked your photos or some people that have liked the photo that we posted up. We've got 32 so far and some comments. You guys, when people start commenting on you, you want to reply to everyone. The reason why is because it helps your optimization and